Hello guys, I'm Paris the Options guy and welcome back to my channel. And as you guys can see, market opened with a very big gap up and then just continued to move up, right? Why did this happen? Very simple psychology, as I say, when the market closes in a negative sentiment and then opens, in an opposite sentiment, right? With a very, so like market closed negatively, but then opened with a very big gap up, right? So what is happening over here is that a lot of people who would have shorted over here in this down move, now they are trapped, right? Because of which they had to exit their position, and because of which we saw kind of an uptrending day in Nifty. However, if you see, sorry, in Bank Nifty, however, if you see in Nifty, we really didn't see a down move, right? As in Bank Nifty, if you see, we were seeing a down move, right? In Nifty, if you see, Nifty didn't really see a down move, right? Nifty wasn't making lower lows, and that's why if you see, Nifty wasn't having such an uptrending day, right? Because there were not enough shorts for people to cover so that Nifty could make an uptrending day, and because of which Nifty was a little bit kind of in a range, and Bank Nifty, if you see, kind of was uptrending, right? So what can we do over here is very simple. Tomorrow you guys have a very simple trade over here. If we go above 41,400, you guys can take a trade over here, and your target should be 41,550 to 500 on the upside. That should be a minimum target. Keep your stop losses tight, because over here also we could get a bit, we could get a good amount of pullback over here, because this is the resistance zone. I'm just going to show you guys in a daily chart what I mean by that. Yeah, if you see, near 41,600 is where Bank Nifty was taking previously resistance, so we could again take resistance when we get over here. So keep your stop losses tight once you start getting profits after the up move, right? Anyways, yeah. Anyways, on the downside, now people over here have kept their stop losses at this point, right? Because a lot of people would not have been able to enter over here, so they would have entered in this candle when we broke the day's high, and they would have kept their stop losses near over here, right? So we will only sell once we go below 41,155, and our target will be till this low over here, till 41,000. Although keep your quantity low, because as I say, this is a kind of a buying market, and so that's why we do not want to go against the trend with full quantity, right? We definitely want to capture the trend, but we do not want to go very aggressively over here at this point, right? Then if we sustain near 41,000 itself, and once we see this gap filling happening, then we can go for a full quantity. But before that, we will only sell in half quantity over here, right? Again, if we open with any sort of a gap down, we will still keep our quantity low. We will not go very aggressive until unless we see this gap being filled. Once the gap filling starts over here, then you guys can go and get a little bit of full quantity until the gap is filled, right? Anyways, if we do also open with a gap down, then we could see probably, as I said in my weekly analysis video, that we will see a pause in the first half and then an up move in the second half. But I think then if we open with a gap down, right, a good enough gap down, then I think what will happen is that we will be stuck in this range of 41,400 to 40,700 for maybe the rest of the week, and also kind of next week also, right? And then maybe continue the up move on the upside, right? Again, if you open with any sort of a gap up near 41,600 itself, then what you guys can do is play for a 5-minute breakdown over here, because we are opening straight up near the resistance, so people would want to book their profits over here, which could cause a little bit of down move over here till 41,400 again, right? Now talking about Nifty, if you see, Nifty is kind of making a range, and also if you see, there is a trend line going over here. Just give me a second, I'll go ahead and draw it right now. Yeah, if you see, not really a very perfect trend line, but good enough. What you guys can see over here is that this trend line will be broken once we break 17,760 to 765 over here, right? So tomorrow we will go ahead and sell once we go below 765, and our target will be 17,610 over here, because this closing price will then act as a support, and then Nifty may take reversal from here again, right? So tomorrow, very simple trade in Nifty. as soon as we go below 17,665, you guys can go ahead and take a trade. Your stop loss should be not more than 20 points or 25 points. That should be your maximum stop loss, because you should at least get 1:2 in a trade, and only then you should take a trade. If you're not getting that kind of risk to reward also, it's okay to leave the trade. We'll get many more trades in the coming days, right? Anyways, on the upside, you guys can take a trade once we go above 17,750. Your target should be 17,795 to 17,800 on the upside, because 17,800 is a good resistance, right? And also keep very small stop loss of 20 points. And if you feel like this is not a very good trade, yeah, we can go with also less quantity, because Nifty has also not seen a pullback. So it's better to take a less quantity and trade, rather than going in full quantity and being nervous all the time about how the trade will go, what the trade will result in, right? Anyways, if we open with any sort of also gap down near 17,650 and all these levels, do not hesitate to sell, because we've also broken this trend line. So we may see a good down move till 17,600 and 17,000. Again, all these levels of 17,600, 17,560 on the downside, right? Because again, as I said, there are a lot of buyers over here, and if we straight up open with a gap down, they would definitely want to exit, because now they've seen a big cut in their profits over here, right? Anyways, if you open with any sort of a gap up, then again we will look for selling only till 17,730 on the downside, right? So that this gap is filled, right? Anyways, guys, we can expect a little bit more up move from here, after which maybe we may see a good amount of consolidation in the market. What I was expecting is that markets would consolidate for more time before breaking out, but again, due to global markets, our markets also opened very high and then continue to move up. So I think in the coming days we will see a little bit of consolidation, good amount of consolidation, and then we'll move up. But yeah, for now we can see a little bit more up move. Also, if tomorrow we do not get kind of a momentum in the market, I think we will get a very good momentum on the expiry day. Anyways, that is something I'll talk about in tomorrow's video. So yeah, do also watch that. Yeah, guys, and that was it for today, and thank you for watching till the end. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Bye bye.